What's up, everybody? Season 10 of RTA has come to an end, and the Legend Tournament took place. It was in the middle of the night, but it did take place, and Comtua streamed it. However, there was a little bit of a snag. This is why I'm doing this video. There's a little bit of snag in the broadcast, and one of the matches didn't see the light of day, right? And normally, like, if it was a live broadcast, what do you mean, Bagel? Was a live broadcast? Normally, if it was a live broadcast, they could have just re-showed the match. However, these Legend tournaments are not live broadcasts. I just want to make it very clear because everyone watching thinks it's a live broadcast. It's not. The Legend tournaments take place several hours before their broadcast. They get broadcast right after the end tally, but the tournament actually takes place while RTA season is still going on. They just decide the 4 finalists before the RTA season ends. That's the actual information. I know some people are going to not believe me. That's the actual information. I don't make that up. That's the actual information. They would have, even before or after tally, they're going to be the same top 4 anyway. I mean, it was clearly obvious who the top 4 was, so it wouldn't have changed anyway. That's besides the point. The point is, there was a match that was never broadcast, and since the thing wasn't even live, it was just broadcasting a thing that already took place. They didn't know that there was an error in the broadcast. So anyway, we're gonna take a look at some of the matches, or just the finals. We're gonna take a look at the finals. We're gonna see the match that never saw the light of day, and we'll provide some commentary. Also, we did a little bit of summons. I know Saturday morning summons usually at this time of day, this time of week. We got a little bit of summons, and I'll broadcast. I'll post that in a couple hours, I guess. Finals. Last 2 standing just happen to be number 1 and number 2. The second team, this reminds me of something that Make It a Bud uses, not Tomato. Tomato just brings out this crazy random stuff, how to place pick in a pretty standard speed, outspeed, strip something, start killing things, start resetting a lot of things. The Gemini freaking, like, you never see this. You never see this. He just randomly picks this out, right? And the frigate boosts the attack age so much that Bella didn't even do that much damage. So Bella was built with just good overall stats. She wasn't just built super squishy, and she was like fast, and she had other stats as well instead of just damage. So we've got 2 bombs up. It's 4 on 2 though. Bella takes 2 things out immediately. Now, Tomato likes to do this to How to Play too. And here's my thing, like, I think he likes to do, like, crazy things, but also, I've seen How to Play lose a decent amount of matches. Like, the commentary, the people casting the tournament didn't really mention this, but How to Play tends to lose sometimes to cleaves, right? To, like, cleaves that if they're not expecting the cleave, and the cleave comes out, they're like, oh, okay. And I've seen How to Play actually lose some, so maybe Tomato picked up on that. Maybe Tomato in these Legend tournaments has been picking up on that. He's probably trying to just have fun too, but maybe he's also picking up on the fact that, like, How to Play has lost to some interesting cleaves like Alicia even. So that match was the one that was missing. The rest of these were shown on stream, so if you just wanted to see the match that was missing, that was it. I'll see you guys later. We'll still take a look at the other ones though. This is another... Picks the best units in the game on one side, all of them, like, not just all of them, and the other one, Tomato's like, I'm just gonna cleave you with weird stuff. I'm gonna use, like, I don't know why he's picking this stuff. It actually does pretty well. It doesn't even do that bad, but still, it's crazy. And then he gets the cleanse, and then he's gonna ignore defense, right? So just seeing, like, I don't understand. Like, I'm just shocked. I really am. And bye-bye Artemail. Like, that's the easy way to delete Artemail, is just ignore defense. I have Artemail. I know how people like to delete my Artemail. Just ignore defense. Really strong against Artemail, no worries. Covenant, Kali, Ciara. Very easy to take down Artemail. It's not as hard as you think. Wait, should I be telling people that? Yeah, but this, it's just such a weird team. Like, there's no defense break, but just does so much damage. I have no idea why he does this. Like, he did this the last Legend tournament too. I don't know. I don't know why he's doing this. Like, everything on How to Play side is built tanky. Like, it's not gonna do crazy damage without a bunch of defense breaks. But I mean, look at it. You see the team working pretty decently. I mean, it's not like it's it's not like it's one-sided in favor of how to play only. It's like Tomato's still doing some damage. So it's just crazy how this works. He's not picking the things that he usually picks, like during the rest of the season, like how he wins the rest of his matches during the season. He's like, I'm gonna play the Legend Tournament differently. Next battle, I bet you can't guess what he's gonna do. He's gonna do the same. How to play pick the Dark Pioneer for, I mean, this is just silly on top of silly. It really is. Bans the Tetra. So that's a forced ban because the Ciara can detonate, but aside from that, like, it's hard to, like, the Tetra is a hard counter to the rest of the stuff. And then How to Play just outspeeds them. Just straight up outspeeds them with, like, everything. I think How to Play's Gianna, no, not Gianna, Nephthys, if I remember correctly, is on Swift, like, 300 speed. And a better speed leader on How to Play side as well. So that was an easy win because everything was layered to go. And I think here's the reason that How to Play has a Swift Nephthys is because a lot of people will go into fighting How to Play and they'll say, okay, I'm gonna use my things that don't have will runes. Like a lot of G3 players have specific comps to deal with a certain player, right? Especially in the top 10. So they're going to go into How to Play, like, knowing that they have Gianna, not using the will runes. So a Swift Nephthys is really strong if you know the enemy's not bringing in any will runes. You're like, okay, well, I'm just going to bring a Swift Nephthys and all these debuffs. All these debuffs, there's nothing you can do, and a speed lead as well. So 300 speed Nephthys with no will runes to contest anything, and a 24% speed lead, there's nothing like GG, like that's already an advantage, massive advantage. Match number 4. So How to Play 2 wins, Tomato 1 win, because Tomato, and oh my goodness, they're actually picking a real team. Oh, why the Zeratu? Like, it's just the light dark versus light dark. This the whole thing is light dark versus light dark, and I gotta feel like the rest of the picks don't really make a whole lot of sense with the Dark Pioneer. I think that I would have picked anyway something much different. I would have picked something much different. Maybe even something that's strong against the Vivachel. I feel like, do you guys feel like Tyrannus wouldn't have been a bad idea there? Knowing the Vivachel? I just feel like something else instead of Dark Pioneer. I don't know why that was the pick. I really don't. Maybe I could be that I'm missing something, right? It could be that I'm missing something. The Artemiel, very clearly great pick. The Yenhong, very clearly a great pick, although Artemiel's kind of weak too. And that's a Despair Panda. So Panda's not on Violent, Panda's on Despair. Because he's stunned with the skill 1. But I've seen a decent amount of people going Despair Panda this season, as opposed to like the Violent Pandas from before. Charge Vitality, trying to make sure Artemiel is still alive. Also, you got to keep in mind that Vivachel attack gauge. So you got to think about like a few turns ahead. Where's the Vivachel's attack gauge? Where are you going to be? Like where your attack gauge is going to be when Vivachel takes a turn. So now it's not in the worst situation because Artemiel still has some health, but he doesn't have a heal if I remember correctly. Yeah, he doesn't have the heal up because it was reset. And then Yenhong still needs another turn because this is not 2 seasons ago. She still needs another turn to take her, to do her thing. Vivachel's so strong though. I just feel like in this comp with the Yenhong and the Artemiel, it doesn't make as much sense to pick the Dark Pioneer. Just in my opinion, maybe I'm missing something completely obvious, but it just doesn't make as much sense. The Dark Pioneer works way better with a cleave control comp, like when you're picking things like Gemini, Genny, Hathor, Okeanos, and even Daphnis. Daphnis. What was I? That's the name for the monster. Daphnis. I don't know why it seemed weird at the time saying Daphnis. It's like Daphnis isn't used in RTA. Whoa, no. He's used this season. He's used this season, Bagel. I promise he's used this season. So, I think at one point also there was a point where I feel could have used even skill 2 to do a little bit more damage to the Vivachel. And it seemed a little weird because he's not using the skill 2 at all. Do you notice this? He doesn't use the skill 2. The skill 2 does more damage than... I mean, the skill 2 is the same as Chiwu, right? And if you have a Chiwu, you know the skill 2 does more damage than the skill 1. Sometimes it can even do lethal damage. So it's just odd that he doesn't do that. And then this Dark Druid does a decent amount of damage. And he has some sustain too. So the Dark Druid needs to take out the Yenhong. It's really a matter of like who procs, who doesn't proc. So the Yenhong didn't get extra turns. And then the Dark Druid just finishes her. I mean, at this point in the match, the HP is down, the attack power is up, and then that's just game. And then that's the tournament. That's the whole Legend tournament. But I feel like some of the picks in that last match, even though they made more sense in fighting, you know, at this level, at the Legend tournament, like some of them I was like, I don't understand them together. Like, they make sense in their own respective comps, but together I feel like the Dark Pioneer was better with the Gemini, with the Asima, with things like that. Like, he just made more sense in that comp with the Gani, with the Hathor, with the Okinos, like I said. And then the Yenhong Artemiel comp is more of a sustained bruiser, like they could have done with some... I don't know, I just feel like I'm just a little confused with some of the picks. Because I've seen Tomato during midseason, How to Play played basically the same as they have been all season. And it's finally a rank 1 finish, Legend finish for How to Play. Tomato, though, he gets to these Legend tournaments and he starts picking different. He's like, this was working, this was working, this was working, this was working. I'm gonna pick something different. Still solid, though. Still solid. He was just... I think he just likes to have fun. I don't know. I just get the feeling that he likes to have fun, maybe. Anyway, that's it for this one. I just want to show you guys the match that was missing and also the other matches. While we're at it, while we're here, I'm not going to be like, oh, wait, we'll just show the one match and then peace out. Like, we may as well see the rest of them just in case some people missed the stream. But hope you guys enjoyed it. That's it for this one. I will upload the summons in a couple hours, I guess. Something like that. Anyway, I will see you as always, like I said. Have a good weekend. I will see you as always in the next one.